Agbẹnusọ fún ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ní ìlú Èkó, ìyàwó Fàdílà Àbàsá, akíyípẹ́ ẹkú ìpàlẹ̀mà. Àwa kí màmá wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ ìyàwó bàbá tó ní pátì, a máa ń pè wọ́n ní màmá pátì wa, àti gbogbo àwọn màmá tó wà níkàlẹ̀, àti àwa tá a wà nílé. Ojú wo ò mà ní ríbi, ojú màmá rọ́dùn. Ní ìwòye àmọ́dún, a ó lé ní ohun gbogbo, a ò wá ní rí ń pè sọnù bí kò ṣe di ọmọ. A ní rí wàhálà o, kò ní sí wàhálà lágbára Ọlọ́run. A ó máa tẹ̀síwájú nínú ètò yìí nítorí wípé àkókò a ò fẹ́ fi ṣòfò rárá. Mo wá fẹ́ wọ ẹ̀yin abẹ́mọdé wa ń bí. Mo fẹ́ gbàdúrà kan fún wa wípé a ó jẹun ọmọ. A ò rẹ́ni sàmí o, a ò ní mọ sàmí ọmọ o, wọn ò ní ṣú wa nídìí ẹrù wa o. Tá ò bá gbàgbé, olórí fún gbogbo àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba ní wákàtí àdúrà tá a wà yìí, ẹni tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ wọn, bàbá wa Akeem Múrí Okùnọlá, àti gbogbo àwọn lọ́gàlọ́gà kọmíṣánná, àti gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní akọ̀wé àgbà tóbi dé ìjọba tìbílẹ̀, gbogbo wa àti àwọn tó ti wà níbẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ àti sí àkójọpọ̀ ẹ̀ là ń pè ní àwọn ìyàwó lọ́gàlọ́gà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Ohun tí ó sì jẹ́ láti orí ẹ̀ náà ni pé bí ìlú Èkó ṣe máa dára, tí ayé ọkùnrin obìnrin, ọmọdé àgbàlagbà, àwọn ọmọ jèsí tí ó mọ̀ lọ síwájú, ìlú Èkó kan Nàìjíríà kan ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ajímọ́ṣẹ́ gbogbo wá ní ìlú Èkó sì mọ̀ tẹ̀síwájú lágbára Ọlọ́run. Àfi gómìnà wa náà sí ìkápá Ọlọ́run, Ọlọ́run tí ọmọ àtọ́ wa. Gómìnà wa Babájídé Olúṣọlá Sanwó-Olú, àdúrà wa gbà ẹ kú ìjókòó.
Thank you very much. While the prayer was on, we had Her Excellency Alhaja Abimbola Japa.
Mama, Olúwa dá màmá sí. Àrí màmá, ara wa ti yá o. Àrí màmá, ara wa ti yá. Màmá ti wá kò jẹ́ kí wá sílẹ̀. Àrí màmá o. Àrí màmá, ara wa ti. Àrí màmá, ara wa ti. Àrí màmá. Mama ti wá kò jẹ́ fi wá sílẹ̀. Mama ti wá kò jẹ́ sọ wá dànù. Àrí màmá o. Àrí màmá ara wa.
Thank you so much, Ma. Is the wife of the Deputy Governor, Mrs. Oluremi Hamzat, And right after that will be the wife of the speaker, joining her on the high table. This is Fadila Obasa. The wife of the deputy governor. We also have the Secretary to the State Government, Mrs. Shade Jaji, to also join them. The former First Ladies,
Atúntò ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kan sí wípé àpò ìjókòó láìpẹ́ yìí ní agbára Ọlọ́run. Rí bàbá wa tó ní àwọn kan náà ń pa gbogbo àlejò ìpàdé yìí. Gómìnà wa, ọkùnrin akin tó tó fi ṣe àfihàn. Aṣíwájú ogun tí kì í kẹ́yìn ogun, ẹ ó rí wọn láàrin wa. Aláyẹ̀ eléyìí ẹ ó rí àwọn ọ̀tọ̀kùlú. Tí a bá mọ orí òkè ní ìsìn, a ti rí màmá wa. Fèyí pọ̀ tẹ̀rẹ̀. Màmá wa Ṣèrífà Jájì. Gbogbo ìgbà tí bá ti rí wọn báyìí inú mi máa ń dùn ni. Torí mo rí wọn láàárọ̀, ẹ̀rín ni. Mo rí wọn lọ́sàn-án, ẹ̀rín ni. Tọ́ba tó wá rí wọn lálẹ́, ẹ̀rín ni. Bí ẹ̀rí bí ayọ̀ ní wọ́n nílé yín mà. A ó máa lé yín bá ọ. Ohun tí àkóràn yìí lé lórí tó fi jẹ́ ọlọ́dọọdún. Òun ni wípé àwọn ìmọ̀ wa ká lè fi kún ìmọ̀ lórí bí a ṣe ń tò ilé, lórí bí a ṣe ń tọ́jú ọmọ, bí a ṣe ń tọ́jú ọkọ. Mo rántí orin táwọn ìyá wa máa ń kọ, àwọn ìyá wa ló ti ń bá. Torí ọmọ là ṣe wá, torí ọmọ là ṣe wá o, ọmọ dára o àlẹ́wà nítorí ọmọ là ṣe wá. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti gbógójì ọdún nílé náà lórí ọmọ náà ní. Àbí ẹ̀kọ́, Ọlọ́run kò ní lé wa kúrò nídìí ẹrù wa. Àwọn ọkùnrin náà máa ń yọ̀ lọ́ba ti rí wa. Torí àwa ni Ọlọ́run fi ṣe ìyá wọn. Bí ọkùnrin bá gbé ẹgbẹgbẹ̀rún ọdún láyé, tó bá fẹ́ ọmọ 40 ọdún, ọmọ 40 ọdún yìí ni ìyá rẹ̀. Mo gbàdúrà fún gbogbo àwọn obìnrin. Nílé lóko bí tẹ́ tí wọ̀ wá lẹ́yìn òdi. Ohun tí òde wa kò ní kẹrù wa kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Àwọn tí a wá ń sọ ní àkọlé tọdún yìí ni pé bí gbogbo ẹ ti wá rí yìí, àwọn nǹkan wo la lè ṣe láti gbé ìgbé ayé tuntun yìí tí àwọn olóyìnbó pè ní new normal nínú jíjẹ wa, nínú àwọn ọmọ wa. Ọlọ́run mọ̀ fún wa lọ́mọ pa òbí ìró wọn. Bí àwọn ọmọ wọn ṣe jọmọ olóríire, àwọn obìnrin gan a ò gbọdọ̀ jókòó kékeré. Ẹgbẹ́ mi máa tẹ́wọ́ fún àwọn ìyàwó lọ́gàlọ́gà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials Council. Nítorí wípé wọ́n fẹ́ kí ohun gbogbo ó dára. Ilé tí iná ò ní bàjẹ́. Àdáwọ́lé ní ayọ̀rí sí rere. Nígbà tí màmá mi wá sọ fún wa, ìyá òdì ìyá Jọ́sẹ̀. Àwọn akọrin yẹn mo ní, màmá, orí yìí mà lágbára díẹ̀ o. wọ́n ní ṣíbí onídẹ̀yìn kòkó onídẹ̀ẹ̀rẹ̀ ní fi hàn síbẹ̀ o. Ṣíbí onídẹ̀yìn kòkó onídẹ̀ẹ̀rẹ̀ ní fi hàn síbẹ̀ o. Ta ni kò mọ̀ nílẹ̀ yìí ó payà ọlọ́lá lè jẹ́? Ta ni kò mọ̀ nílẹ̀ yìí ó payà ọlọ́lá lè jẹ́ o? Gbogbo káṣọ ṣíbí onídẹ̀yìn kòkó onídẹ̀ẹ̀rẹ̀ ní fi hàn síbẹ̀. Adára ohun ọba kẹsàn mú adára o. Lọ́lá Olúwa. Adára ohun abáfẹ́ kò ní bàjẹ́ o. Ohun abáfẹ́ sọ mú adára o. Adára fún yín. Mo yí ká ọ̀tún, mo yí ká òsì fún gbogbo yín. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun. Láti bí oṣù mẹ́fà ni wọ́n ti ń ṣe àpérò. Mo kí màmá wa pòfẹ́sọ̀ ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Ọlátúnjí Bello. Wọ́n ti ń lọ nọ́mbọ̀ láti bí oṣù kẹfà rí lórí ètò yìí pé kó lè dáa. Màmá, ìyá ayọ̀ kò ní wọ́n nílé yín. Ọ̀rọ̀ yín kò ní da ojúrú. Bí ẹ ṣe fẹ́ kó níra fún gbogbo àwa obìnrin, á dára fún ẹ̀yin náà àtàwọn ọmọ yín àti ìdílé yín. Tí ò bá gbàgbé obìnrin àkọ́kọ́ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, màmá wa Atowóbánimátòsí, ìyá onínúure, dókítà ni wọ́n o. Wọ́n mọ̀wé, wọ́n ṣá gárágára, wọ́n ti gbé yán pẹ́pẹ́, wọ́n gbà wó bọ̀. Ìyá wa Ìbídọ́gbẹ́ Sanwó-Olú, wọ́n ń wo ètò fóbìnrin, fọmọdé, fágbà, mọ̀jèsí. Wọ́n ò kí ẹ̀yà ọmọkùnrin kan lẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ tí a ó kọ́ yìí ní agbára Ọlọ́run, á ṣe wá ní ohun rere o. A ó mọ̀ mọ́ bí a ti tọ́jú owó. A ní máa sá àbọ̀wọ́ rà tí kè lásán. Nítorí pé bó ní ṣe rí, ọ̀la ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìgbà yìí á tù wá lára o. Á tù wá lára o. Ìgbà yìí o. Àsìkò yìí o. Á tù wá lára o. Á tù wá lára o. Á tù wá lára o. Ìgbà yìí o. Sàmánì yìí o. Á tù wá lára o. Gbogbo tó jẹ́ kókókó onípo nílé tiwa, oníyà ọ̀dọ́ tiwa, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa, ìró ayọ̀ la ó máa gbọ́. Ìró ayọ̀ la ó máa gbọ́ ní ìdílé olódodo gẹ́gẹ́ bí màmá wa bàtà ṣe sọ fún mi. A sì nígbàgbọ́ pé ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ní agbára Ọlọ́run. A ò ní rí ohun pé sọ̀rọ̀ bí kò ṣe iye ọmọ. Ọwọ́ wa la máa fi pẹ̀tọ́ wa gbogbo àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba. Gbogbo àwa ìyàwó lọ́gàlọ́gà náà tẹ wá tọ́jú àwọn kọmíṣánná. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ tọ́jú àwọn síámọ̀nù, tẹ́ ẹ̀ tọ́jú gbogbo àwọn akọ̀wé àgbà. Ní èyí tí bàbá wa tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ wọn, bàbá wa Akeem Mórí Okùnọlá, ọmọ alálùbáríkà ni wọ́n. Ọlọ́run ti ẹgbẹ́ ní àlùbáríkà sí. Ọgbà àwọn tó ti dé lọ́gàlọ́gà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ìjọba tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Mo ti rí màmá wa Fọláṣadé ń bí. Mo ti rí màmá wa Jájì. Àwọn bàbá wa Ògúnlẹ̀wẹ̀. Gbogbo wọn ló ti ṣe àwọn iṣẹ́ takuntakun. Èyí tí ẹ̀dá kan bàbá wa ló ti wá mi lè gbàgbé wọn láéláé. Mo bí yín sà, ìkúlẹ̀ mo wà sà. Mo kúlẹ̀ náà ni. Ojú kò ní tiwa ní agbára Ọlọ́run. Ní ara ètò tí a fẹ́ wò náà ni wípé ìjọ yẹ kí obìnrin tiẹ̀ nípa nínú ètò ọ̀gbìn. Ṣé ètò ọ̀gbìn náà mú owó wálé àbí kò mú owó wálé? Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí pé ọkọ mi ò fi sílẹ̀, ọwọ́ ń lọ ní ṣòkòtò. Ó mọ iye gómìnà tó bá mọ̀ wọ́n rẹ̀. Bí ọkọ wọn bá ti ń fi £1 lẹ̀ nígbà náà máa fi 10,000 lẹ̀. Àbí kò dá bẹ́ẹ̀? Ẹ fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀? Àwọn obìnrin ìlú Èkó mo jẹ́ ìrìn wọn. Wọ́n ní bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn ṣe fẹ́. Ọwọ́ wa ò ní gbẹ o. A ò nínú gbé sọnù bí kò ṣe rí ọmọ. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a wá wo àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ mìíràn tí a ó tún yẹ̀ wò. Òun ni ẹ̀tọ́ àwọn obìnrin. Wọ́n ní sójà tó máa dùn lájú àti pàmùrù. Wọ́n ní kò dáa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ màmá wa, ìyá onínúure, arábìnrin wa, màmá wa dókítà Ìbídọ́gbẹ́ Sanwó-Olú, àti igbákejì wọn náà, màmá wa lórí àmì àbúrádì. Tọ́ni ẹ ó mọ ètò yín lónìí, a ò sì ní fi ẹ̀tọ́ yín dùn yín mọ́. Ní agbára Ọlọ́run, ìgbàmú ò ní jẹ́ tiwa o. Ayọ̀ ní agbára Ọlọ́run.
Please, let's rise for the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. With him is the Deputy Governor, Mr. Dr. Hamzat. Also in the company is the guest governor, Alhaji Isiaka Adegboyega Oyetola, and the head of service of Lagos State, Mr. Hakim Muri Okuola. A resounding applause for them, please. Our acting governor is right here. Another round of applause, please. We are expecting our guest governor from Osun State. He will be joining us very, very soon. Thank you, sir. For those that are watching us virtually, the ceremony has begun. Now that the governor is seated, we will call on the chairman of COWLSO, the First Lady,
adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè. Bàbá kíni ọba ọ̀gá ògo, àríwá àlá, ọba tó jẹ́ kí ọdún ìbò ṣojú wa. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bí Ọlọ́run ti bá wa tó ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àti Nàìjíríà. Bí a ṣe wọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ni, bàbá wa onínúure ọlọ́láre, akíkanjú ọkùnrin ogun, ọkùnrin wọn àgbógbó, ọkùnrin díbìdìbì tí gbogbo rẹ̀ sì ń mì. Bàbá wa gómìnà Olúṣọlá Sanwó-Olú, tíyàwó wọn ti orúkọ ọmọ tí mi lẹ́nu tí mo sì mẹ́ta láti pè báyìí ní àdúrà gbẹ̀mí àdúrà wọ̀ mí lérè. Èrè àdúrà wọ́n wọlé, gómìnà tó fi tọrọ fún gómìnà. Ẹ káàbọ̀, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbàkejì wọn. Bàbá wa tí ó ní ìpàdé tó pọ̀, igbákejì gómìnà wa onínúure bàbá dáadáa. Ẹ ò ní ṣubú fàtàyọ̀. Bàbá wa Hamzat. Bàbá wa Hamzat. Wọ́n ti wà ní ìjókòó. Lẹ́yìn eléyìí, àwọn ọ̀gá lọ́gàá, ọ̀gá gbogbo wa. Ẹ bá gbọ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba. Ẹni tí Ọlọ́run fi ṣe lásìkò yìí, tí sì ń dúpọ̀ ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rí àtọ̀yàyà àti ọpọlọ inú. Ìmọ̀wọ̀n níjọba. Bàbá wa, Hakim Muri Okuola, tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ wọn. Àwọn ẹni Ọlọ́run pè sí ipò ọ̀gá àwọn lọ́gàlọ́gà ní iṣẹ́ ìjọba ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Wọ́n máa ń ṣe, wọ́n kájú ẹ̀, wọ́n tó tẹ̀, mo dùn wọ́n lọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ẹnu. Lẹ́yìn eléyìí, à ń retí gómìnà láti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Bàbá wa Gbóyèga, àwọn náà ti wà lọ́nà ní agbára Ọlọ́run, wọ́n kúnlẹ̀ láyọ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ohun tí àwa ń sọ, òun náà ni ohun tí àwọn COWLSO ń ṣe lọ́dọọdún. Èyí tí a fi gba àdúrà wípé ọdọọdún là ó máa wá. Àwa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ obìnrin àkọ́kọ́, abiyamọ àbọ̀dá gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀, ẹlẹ́yinjú àánú lórí ohun gbogbo tí wọ́n ti ṣe fún ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Tẹ́ ò bá gbàgbé, màmá wa padà fi yé wa wípé tí obìnrin bá ti dára ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ gbà, ọkọ wọn náà máa dára. Òun ni ọ̀gá wa ṣe wá sọ wípé gómìnà tó wà lẹ́yìn, ibi tó ni mo sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀gá wa náà sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí o, tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ wọn. Àdàgbà wa Muri Okuola sọ pé gómìnà dáadáa ní gómìnà wa. Gómìnà dáadáa ní gómìnà wa. Wọ́n ṣe wọ́n dáadáa, wọ́n hùwà dáadáa sí wa. Gómìnà dáadáa ní gómìnà. Ẹ̀yin ká gómìnà dáadáa ní gómìnà wa. gómìnà dáadáa ní gómìnà wa. Wọ́n ṣe wá dáadáa, wọ́n hùwà dáadáa sí wa. Gómìnà dáadáa ní gómìnà wa. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa.
Thank you so much, Mr. Adekoye. We allow you to continue to sing. Thank you so much. Yes, we have taken the national anthem, but we have to take it again now that the governor is seated. We would like to take the national anthem again. Arriving is the governor of Osun State, His Excellency Mr. Adekoye Oyetola, with his amiable wife, Mrs. Kafayat Olaitan Oyetola, the Deputy Chief of Staff, Honorable Abdullah Dinuyo. Welcome. A round of applause for them, please. Thank you so much. As they make their way to the high table, thank you for gracing the occasion. All the way from the state of Omoluabi. Thank you so much, sir. I think it's now time for the chairman of COWLSO, Dr. Mrs. Claudiana Ijoke Sanwo-Olu, to take her welcome address. A resounding applause, please. A resounding applause. This first lady is one of a kind. Let us show her how much we love her. And today we are going to learn the locomotive applause. It's going to continue from one side, yes, and each one, yes. Then it goes on and on. The locomotive applause. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. To God be the glory for all great things He has done. Thank God for being able to hold the first virtual conference on COWLSO, Community of Wives of Lagos State. The First Lady, Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably being represented by the SSA2, Mr. President on SDGs, Her Excellency, Mrs. Adejoke Oyetola Adefulere, I'm sure she's on her way, as mothers,
we listen. We listen more before we act. We are aware of the present situation in the country. We thank God that we have a listening president. We thank God for Lagos State and the cabinet for listening to the plight of the youth. We are, as members of COWLSO, support the ending of police brutality. I know Mr. President is aware of the demands of the youth, the police reforms, which they said will be implemented. We shall overcome. I'm sure that's why there are some hitches on the way, and Her Excellency Ms. Adedoke Oyedoke is running late in coming here because she has promised us that she will be in this gathering. The Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Oyinsola Sanwo-Olu, the Executive Governor of Osun State, His Excellency Alhaji Gboyega Isiaka Oyetola, and his amiable, lovely wife, Her Excellency Mrs. Kafayat Oyetola, thank you very much for coming. Most distinguished Senator, representing Lagos Central, virtually, I know you're watching us, Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu, OON, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, and his amiable wife, my sister, my friend, my political advisor, Mrs. Oluremi Hamzat, the wife of the Right Honorable Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Mrs. Falila Obasa, the former First Ladies of Lagos State, Her Excellency Chief Mrs. Gladys Ndubuisi Kanu, thank you for coming. Her Excellency Dame Abimbola Fashola, ably represented here by Mrs. Azizat Tejani. Her Excellency Mrs. Bolanle Ambode, ably represented by Mrs. Funke Olayinka. Thank you very much for coming. Members of the APC Southwest Women Leader, Chief Mrs. Kemi Nelson, the body of permanent secretaries, wife of Chairman, APC Lagos State Chapter, APC Lagos State Chapter Women Leader, Honorable Jumoke Okoye Thomas, the Chairman 2020 NWC, and other council members here present, Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, esteemed awardees among us, we have Mrs. Bada. She was the first to come here. Thank you very much, ma'am. Here seated, you identified her in a moment. The moderators, facilitators, technical partners, and sponsors, captains of industries, other top government functionaries, families and friends, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, we give God all the glory for making it possible for us to hold this year's conference, as I warmly welcome you all to this formal opening ceremony of the 20th National Women's Conference of the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials. The unprecedented global health crisis, known as COVID-19, has thrust us into a new normal. Before I continue, I would like us to pause for 1 minute. I remember those who lost their lives due to COVID-19 pandemic. More recently, the first female combat fighter pilot, Tolulope Arotime. May the perpetual light continue to shine on her, and may the soul of the faithfully departed rest in peace. Amen. We in Lagos were the first to be hit. In no time before that, we became the epicenter of the global crisis in Nigeria. We are grateful to God for a proactive State Executive Council and a resilient populace, both as a nation and state throughout this period. To this end, this year's conference is holding virtually in line with safety protocols. We're especially glad to note the robust participation both locally and beyond the shores of Nigeria. COWLSO is a strategic community-based gender organization established principally to support officials of the Lagos State government to fast-track growth and development with the aim of improving the welfare of Lagosians. Specifically, COWLSO is a platform for wives of the officials of the state government to promote child health care, empower women to discover their hidden treasures, and protect our environment, among other things. The organization was founded in 1967 by a highly reverend wife of the late Brigadier General Mobolaji Johnson, the first military governor of Lagos State, the late Dame Obafumilayo Johnson. That's about 53 years ago. COWLSO thereafter went docile for some years and was thankfully revived, re-energized, and reborn by Her Excellency, Distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Oluremi Tinubu, OON, in 1999. During her tenure as First Lady of Lagos State then, we sincerely thank our Grand Patron, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his immeasurable support and counsel. The first annual National Women's Conference of COWLSO was held in 2000, and since then it has held consistently under my predecessors, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, Dame Abimbola Fashola, Mrs. Bolanle Ambode, and my humble self. Distinguished guests, let me again warmly welcome all dignitaries who have honored us with their esteemed presence today, both physically and virtually. You are all important, and I deeply appreciate you for being here. We especially appreciate the very distinguished presence of the Mother of the Nation, the First Lady of Nigeria, Her Excellency, Dr. Mrs. Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, who has graciously accepted to be the Mother of the Day. Thank you, ma'am. We also deeply admire the wife of the Vice President, Her Excellency, Mrs. Dolapo Ishibaju. Most respectfully, I also welcome and appreciate our special guest, His Excellency, Governor Alhaji Isiaka Adeboyega Oyetola. Thank you, sir, of the State of Osun. His amiable wife, Her Excellency, Mrs. Kafayat Oyetola. Thank you also for coming. His Excellency, Alhaji Abubakar Sani Bello of Niger State. I know you are watching us virtually. Thank you very much for graciously honoring our invitation. I especially appreciate our chief host and my darling husband, Mr. Governor Kosheleri, Mr. Babajide Olushola Aduraje Sanwo, the 15th Governor of Lagos State, his amiable deputy, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, and the members of his esteemed cabinet and entire administrative strata. Also seated among us, remember when the PS was acknowledging, she said, my Oga is here, the head of service, Mr. Muri Okunola, Kemuri Okunola. The SSG, she's also here seated. I saw her this morning. I hope you're on the high table somewhere. I can't see you at the moment. Mrs. Shadija, thank you very much. My sister and friend, political advisor, Mrs. Oluremi Hamza, the wife of the Deputy Governor, for her encouragement, passion for positive change and sincere support. The wife of the Right Honorable Speaker, Mrs. Falilat Obansa, thank you. Additionally, I warmly welcome my lovely sisters, wives of governors who have joined us this time around as they have always done. I am indeed proud of you all and happy to have you around us. I also welcome delegates from other states and most sincerely appreciate all our sponsors. May God bless you all. In line with the tradition of COWLSO, that every national conference will be an improvement on the previous edition. We have again carefully selected worthwhile topics and resource persons to dissect and discuss interesting and relevant topics to help us cope and keep up to speed with the season of new normal. The theme of this year's conference, being the 20th, is exploring the possibilities in a new world. It was carefully selected in line with the new realities necessitated by the COVID-19 global pandemic. Our goal is to equip women with the skills and information needed to stay above board in these very interesting times. You realize now that quite a number of women, by fire, by force, had to learn how to use the Zoom during the COVID-19 pandemic, had to learn how to use webinar that we were not doing before. So COVID-19 had its bad side and its good side. Therefore, in the next 2 days, we shall be thoroughly examining some of the following subtopics: the women's physical and mental health, legal rights of women, inheritance, widows, gender equality in the workplace and divorce, investment opportunities and wealth building for today's women, promoting family units as the bedrock of the society, very, very germane, opportunities and importance of agriculture. We realize now that we might need to change status quo. This is the new normal. Digital technology and social media. So, ladies, it's not just about gossiping with our WhatsApp or making use of it and empowering ourselves. Environmental sanitation and personal hygiene, domestic violence, any type of violence, amongst others. These topics and others will be broken down for our understanding by the esteemed facilitators and speakers, who are well equipped to do justice to the various topics. This is to ensure that our women have a reflective mindset and framework for economic growth and consistent self-development and progress to be able to survive with innovative strategies. We will also honor our inspirational women of the year, posthumous and present, and present the outstanding achievements awards to the 3 distinguished individuals who have diligently served COWLSO and made the committee the bastion of hope to the less privileged, and a platform to support efforts of Lagos State government to improve the welfare of Lagosians. During this opening, we shall also make a public presentation of the kaleidoscope of feminine ideas and ideals, a compilation of papers presented at previous NWC conferences 2013 to 2020. This idea, initiated by distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, OON, and a history book on COWLSO named The Revert, with further history gotten from one of the oldest members of COWLSO, Mrs. Yewande Bada, we'll meet her in a minute, a retired director of nursing in the Lagos State Health Service Commission. Remember, COWLSO started in 1967. We also acknowledge Mrs. Hilda Adefarasing. She's 96 years old, wife of the late Chief Judge of Lagos State, also an astute founding member of COWLSO. Both will be receiving awards. In view of the COVID-19 safety protocols, we will not be hosting our gala night this year. However, other exciting activities have been lined up to make the conference worthwhile for participants. Before I end this welcome address, I would like to sincerely appreciate all members of this first virtual NWC Conference Planning Committee, led by Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji Bello. Please stand up for recognition. NWC, please stand up for recognition. Okoniwa, thank you very much. You have done a great job. Work tirelessly. Remember our 48 hours rule. Every time is 48 hours. And there's always an option A, B, or C. You will all deserve to be commended and celebrated. I also appreciate all my dependable COWLSO sisters for their support and understanding and cooperation. Okoniwa, in whose capacity I now thank our ever faithful and dear husbands, I also want to thank our sponsors again for their support. On a final note, please don't hesitate to gain all the knowledge you can within this virtual conference to develop and improve yourselves. Remember, Last year's theme was unlearn, learn, and relearn. 21st Century Women's Themes Perspective. The theme was important and made us appreciate the fact that learning is a continuous process. This year, we are being equipped with the right information to explore the possibilities in a new world. It is possible, it is doable, and it shall be done. Thank you all for your attention and adding colors of possibilities to this world. God bless all our women. God bless COWLSO. God bless Lagos State. God bless our dear country, Nigeria. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ni. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you very much. Please, another round of applause for her. Her Excellency, Dr. Mrs. Claudiana Ijoke Sanwo-Olu, delivering her welcome address. While the address was going on, we had recipients, representatives of the recipients of awards, in the person of Dr. Mobola Johnson, representing the late Mama Obafemilayo Johnson, and also Pastor Wale Anifarasi, representing Mrs. Hilda Anifarasi. We want to acknowledge the Honorable Mrs. Jumoke Okoya Thomas, the APC woman leader in Lagos State. You're welcome, ma'am. A round of applause for her, please. And of course, the Yeye Shewa of Lagos. She's also a female member of the Governance Advisory Council. Mrs. Kenny Nelson. A round of applause. You're welcome. The First Lady's address. There are some takeaways from that eloquently delivered speech. One of such is that women should gain all the knowledge possible at this conference to develop themselves, because learning is a continuous process. She also told us that women should explore new ways of staying above board in this new normal through skills acquisition, recognizing and seizing investment opportunities, and promoting family units. Her Excellency mentioned the importance of COWLSO, established to support the officials of the state government to fast-track growth and development. Let's give COWLSO 3 GOZAs. GOZA, GOZA, GOZA. Also, there will be a series of awards of different categories given today, and that's owing to the safety protocols. There will be no gala. Finally, Her Excellency appreciated the Conference Planning Committee, led by Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji for a fantastic job done in putting the virtual conference together. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe ni o. Since the representative of the posthumous award, but before we go to that, we understand that the distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu is watching us virtually. Good afternoon, ma'am. We recognize you. Thank you so much for being part of this conference. it's time
Atúkìwá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé a kú ìjókòó àsìkò ọdún. Ohun tí màmá wa obìnrin àkọ́kọ́ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, màmá wa Ìbíjọbẹ̀ Sanwó-Olú tí wọ́n kà àgbélẹ̀kọ wọn, òun ni a fẹ́ túmọ̀ sí èdè Yorùbá. Ẹ dákun, ẹ gbà mí láàyè láti dúró lórí òǹtẹ̀ èdè kíkíni torí wọ́n ti kí mùtúmù wà kí ó má dàbí àbúrúwí asán. Lẹ́yìn eléyìí, màmá wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ wọn nípa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run, ọba tó ní ayé àti ọ̀run, ọba gidi ọba ògbóògbó, awíbẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ àríwá àlá, ọba tó jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa wà láyé ká wà láàyè ká sì wà ní àlàáfíà. Wọ́n dúpẹ́ pé ọjọ́ wa ó tún rí ọdún eléyìí tó jẹ́ ohun tuntun tí a ò bá wá gbàgbé nígbà tó yẹ pé ọdún là ń ṣe ètò yìí, èyí tí àwọn ọlọ́yàwó lọ́gàálọ́gàá níbi iṣẹ́ ìjọba ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ṣe agbátẹrù rẹ̀ tí àwọn sì di alága. Wọ́n ní àrà ọ̀tọ̀ ní tọdún yìí torí ọdún yìí ló pé 20 ọdún ta ti ń ṣe irú ayẹyẹ yìí. Wọn ò gbàgbé láti jẹ́ kí a mọ̀ wípé kí wá ní ohun tí a lè ṣe nínú ìgbé ayé tuntun yìí. Òun ni àwọn máa yẹ̀wò tí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ máa ṣe. Wọ́n mú wa lọ sí ìtàn ètò yìí wípé màmá wa ìyàwó gómìnà àkọ́kọ́ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, ìyẹn màmá wa Olúfúnmiláyọ̀ Johnson tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ wọn ni wọ́n dá sílẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n dá sílẹ̀, ó lọ síbi pé ó ń sùn díẹ̀ ní màmá wa sẹ́nitọ̀ Olúrẹ̀mí Tinubu OON abiyamọ àbọ̀dá kọ̀rọ̀kọ̀rọ̀ wọn tún wá sọ ọ́ jí. Nínú sísọ ní ìlú wa pé 20 ọdún ní ìka tí ń ṣe wa ẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí, wọn ò gbàgbé láti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe. Ìyẹn ni àwọn tó ń mójútó ètò yìí láti gbé kalẹ̀. Kí ni ohun tí a lè ṣe fún àwọn obìnrin? Kí ni ó yẹ kí àwọn obìnrin tún máa gbọ́ ní ọ̀tún? Ó sì ṣàkíyèsí pé ọ̀tún lọ́jọ́ yọ ní ọ̀rọ̀ COWLSO. Èyí tí a wí lọ́dún tó kọjá ni wípé kí ni ohun tí a ò gbọdọ̀ gbọ́? Kí ni àwọn ohun tí à ń gbọ́? Kí ni àwọn ohun tí ó jẹ́ àbùkù tí ò jẹ́ kí ayé dẹrùn fún mùtúmùwà àtọkùnrin àti obìnrin nínú gbogbo ohun tí à ń ṣe? Ọpẹ́ òun lọ sọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run àti gbogbo àwọn májò bàjẹ́ tí wọ́n ti jẹ kí wọ́n tó jẹ. Àwọn bí màmá wa sẹ́nitọ̀ Olúrẹ̀mí Tinubu, àwọn bí màmá wa Abímbọ́lá Fáṣọlá àti ìyá wa Àǹbọ̀dé wípé àwọn ṣe ajágbére fún àwọn ohun tí wọ́n sì ṣe lẹ̀ làwọn náà tẹ̀lé. Àwọn wá tún jẹ́ kó ní ìwù orí ẹsẹ̀ sí i. Wọn ò gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ ìfẹ́ lágbára o. Wọn ò gbàgbé láti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọkọ wọn adé orí wọn. Gómìnà wa ọkùnrin ogun tí ń ṣiṣẹ́ àfin, gómìnà wa Sanwó-Olú Babájídé Olúṣọlá tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ àti Àkúrẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́rìrẹ́ Àkúrẹ́ tí ẹ̀kọ́rìrẹ́ Oǹdó tí mo fi dárúkọ pẹ̀lú igbákejì wọn bàbá wa Káni Hamzat pẹ̀lú ìyàwó wọn tí wọ́n pè ní olùdámọ̀ràn òṣèlú fún àwọn. Ọdún pẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwa tí àwa ń síbí àti ẹgbẹ̀rún tó ń wọ̀ wá ní àyíká àti àyíká. Àkọ́rí tọ́dún yìí ni pé ohun tí a lè ṣe nínú sànmọ́nìta wà yìí. Ẹ̀tọ́ àwọn obìnrin sódà náà máa pàtẹ́wọ́ létí obìnrin láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn-án lálẹ́ láì ṣe fún àwa nílé wa. Sódà kí obìnrin gan náà mú gbogbo owó kó fi pàtíkè ní. Àbúyọ̀dá náà ní ohun tó jẹ́ pé ká ṣàánú àwọn ọkùnrin wọn láàgùn. Ìyẹ́ ni òye ẹni tó yẹ kí obìnrin máa ran ọkọ rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ àbí kó sàmọ́ pàkó mọ̀ pà náà ni. Ó ṣe yẹ kí a mọ ohun tí ètò ọ̀gbìn tí wọ́n dá lórí àti àṣẹlẹṣẹ tí ó kì í tó lọ síwájú. Wọn ò gbàgbé láti jẹ́ kó yé wa wípé ara ọdún ní ti ọdún yìí ní ohun tí a ó máa gbọ́. Àwọn tí ó máa gbọ́ wa etí yóò mọ̀ létí. Àwọn tí ó máa sọ iná wọn mọ̀ ní jọba. A ò gbàgbé láti sọ fún wa wípé olórí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ wà ní àyíká o. Wọ́n sì dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wa náà bàbá wa ní Ògùnọlá Akeem Ọlọ́run fi síbẹ̀ ní àsìkò yìí. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn àti ìyàwó wọn. Ohun tí ó ṣe lọ́dún yìí, àrà ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Akíwa ti ìdókòwò, a sì gbàdúrà wípé ìgbà yá tù wá lára. Àmì ní gbé sọ̀rọ̀ bí kò ṣe bí ọmọ. Ilé wa lójú, ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó aráyè. Nàìjíríà kan ìrọ̀rùn ló máa bá lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ni. Àmọ̀ mi rè o.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for Mr. Adekoye. Thank you so much. At this point, it's time to do our special recognition awards. And the two recipients are Mrs. Yewande Bada and Mrs. Hilda Adefarasi. Mrs. Yewande Bada, profile for her. She was born into the Omorire Ajayi, that's her mother's name, and Franklin Eboluwa Johnson at Lumota, Lagos on the 22nd of February 1984. On her return to Nigeria in April of 1960, she worked briefly at the Lagos Island Maternity Hospital, but left the same year to seek and get employment at the University College Hospital in Ibadan in August. The same year, it was at Ibadan, she met and eventually got married to her late husband, Justice Charles Olariwaju Bada, who was then a Crown Counsel at the Ministry of Justice Ibadan in 1962. She's blessed with 4 children, but sadly lost one of them. She's blessed with 13 grandchildren through the grace of the Almighty God. Please, a resounding applause for the Yewande Bada. And to present the award is our wonderful Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadri Hamzat. Calm down, sir. Please, if only you know what Mrs. Bada has done, we all need to give her a standing ovation. A standing ovation, please, for Mrs. Yewande Bada. And let the applause continue until she gets to where she will receive the award. Okay? Because of her age, she says she's Thank you so much, Deputy Governor. Thank you, ma'am. One of the founding members of COWLSO. Before we take the next award, we will also recognize all members of COWLSO, not just the NWC, all the women members of COWLSO. Thank you so much for all that you do. The representative, Deputy Governor, we are not done yet, sir. The next one as well. The Special Recognition Award goes to Mrs. Hilda Adefarasi represented by her son, Pastor Ade Farasi. A round of applause, please. To recognize our visitors as well. So this one will be done by the wife of the Governor of Osun State, Her Excellency Alhaja Kafayat Oyetola. Alhaja Kafayat Oyetola. Thank you, gentlemen of the press, thank you. Thank you so much. Now we have 3 other sets of awards going out to 3 beautiful women for Outstanding Achievement Awards. The first is for the distinguished Senator, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, represented by her sister, Mrs. Lola Akode, Honorable Commissioner. This award will be done by the Governor, His Excellency Governor Adekoyega Oyetola of Osun State. From First Lady to Senator of the Federal Republic, the educationist, administrator, and philanthropist, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, OON, is an inspiration to many people. Oluremi Tinubu was born on September 21, 1960, to an Shekiri mother and Yoruba father. She was the youngest of 12 children and was raised in Ogun State. Mrs. Tinubu received a BSc in Education from the University of Ife and a National Certificate of Education in botany and zoology from the Adeyemi College of Education. She became the First Lady of Lagos State when her husband, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was elected governor at the return of civilian rule in 1999. As First Lady, she established the New Era Foundation, dedicated to establishing centers for all-around development of young ones and promote public awareness on environment health and community service. In recognition of our achievements and contributions to societal upliftment, Senator Oluremi Tinubu has been honored severally, locally and internationally. Among these are the National Award of the Officer of the Order of the Niger OON, Fellowship of both Adeyemi College of Education, Ondo, and College of Education, Ikere Ekiti, just to mention a few. She is happily married with children to His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I present to you the distinguished Senator, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu. Okay, at this point, you know that this conference is virtual. Kindly unmute the distinguished senator. She's reaching us live, virtually. Let us hear her distinguished senator. Kindly unmute the distinguished senator, please. Okay, while we work on that, we'll take the second recipient. Who is Dame Abimbola Fashola, represented by Mrs. Tijani. Mrs. Tijani. She's the second recipient. Mrs. Azizat Tijani. To do the presentation, we call on our dashing and vibrant head of service, Mr. Muri Akim Muri Ogola. Dame Abimbola Emmanuela Fashola, born into the Ojo-Ibadan family of Ibadan. She is a secretary and an administrator by profession. Dame Fashola is a passionate, caring, and purpose-driven woman who champions issues relating to leadership, education, empowerment, environment, health, and well-being, poverty eradication, parenting, and skills acquisition. She worked in various posts at the British Council for 19 years, after which she resigned to support her husband's aspirations as the governor of Lagos in 2006. As the wife of the former governor of Lagos State, she led the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, COWLSO, on various humanitarian activities, building 4 recreation centers and the first retirement recreation center for active seniors in Lekki axis of Lagos. In recognition of her contributions to humanity, she was honored by His Holiness Pope Benedict the 16th. She is also a recipient of several other awards within and outside the country. Abimbola Fashola is a devout wife and devoted wife and mother. I present to you Mrs. Abimbola Fashola. The last award will be presented with the profile read by COWLSO member in the person of Mrs. Sadi. Good morning, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, and participants. You're welcome once again to the 2020 conference. We would like to welcome here, on behalf of My Excellency, Mrs. Bolanle Ambode, to receive on her behalf, we welcome Mrs. Olayinka. To present this award, we would like to welcome Her Excellency, Mrs. Gladys Nubisi Kanu. Thank you, ma'am. Please, let's all welcome. Thank you. So now, I'd like to take the profile of Her Excellency, Mrs. Bolanle Ambode. Her Excellency, Mrs. Bolanle Ambode, is the wife to His Excellency, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, the former governor of Lagos State. Born into the Olukumaya family in Ekwe, Lagos on 15 February 1964, she had her early education in Lagos and obtained the BSc Ed in physics from the Lagos State University in 1990. She subsequently obtained a master's degree in public administration, MPA, from the same university in 1994. She has a work career spanning over 25 years in banking, consulting, and the confectionery industry. She attended several professional courses and trainings on bakery technology in England. An entrepreneur par excellence, she is currently the chairman of Rehoboth Shops and Confectionery Limited, based in Lagos, a company she founded in 2007. Prior to this, she had worked in the People's Bank of Nigeria, banks in Boston, Massachusetts, Instant Finance Nigeria Limited, and other finance houses. Her Excellency has and continues to utilize her professional skills as an administrator, entrepreneur, and philanthropist to support and address pressing issues affecting women and children. This she does on the platform of her non-governmental organization, Hope for Women in Nigeria.
initiative, COWLSO, which founded in 2015. It is as a result of a deep understanding of the power of hope that Mrs. Ambody is currently expanding the definition of service to humanity through her different life-impacting programs and projects by her foundation, Hope for Women in Nigeria Initiative, COWLSO. She is a recipient of several awards, which include Award of Honor and Recognition of her positive contribution towards youth empowerment and skill acquisition, Award of Recognition as a philanthropist and for humanitarian services towards people, particularly children, Award as an exemplary model of charity, Award of Appreciation and Recognition of her investment in young people, Women Empowerment Excellence Awards, World Humanitarian Award, Award in contribution to the plight of disabled persons, recognition of contribution to women and youth development, recognition of commitment to the cause of women and children in Lagos State, Heart of Gold Award, Distinguished Woman of the Year Award, Outstanding Pillar of Support Award, and many more. Without doubt, Her Excellency Mrs. Bolanle Ambode is committed to the service of humanity and transformation of lives of the downtrodden. She is happily married with children. Please permit me to introduce Her Excellency Mrs. Bolanle Ambode.
Call on our governor. Lagos State is blessed because when we have a caring, dynamic, and listening governor like this astute politician, man of admirable social skills, recipient innumerable awards of excellence, I doff my hat. A round of applause for our action governor, the incident commander, the listening governor, the suave governor, the people's governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. Thank you so much. We await your goodwill address.
Thank you very much. Please, you may be seated. Initially, I thought it was a citation of Mama we were going to read, and I thought I was going to present an award for Mrs. Johnson, but it's all good. Your Excellency, the Governor of Osun State, Alaji Wega Isiaka Oyetola, and his lovely wife, Her Excellency Mrs. Kafayat Oyetola. I want to thank you very, very much for making our time to be here with us this morning. First Lady of Lagos State and the chairperson of COWLSO, who coincidentally also wears the cap as my own darling wife. I think maybe after this event, the amount of data that they use for Zoom meeting and late night meeting will reduce. Because some of us do not have data capability or access again, even in the State House. Because every time now it is virtual. And so the amount of data they are consuming to remain in touch with one another. But we can see the effect of all of those communications. Thank you very much, and thank you for your leadership. My brother, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, and his wife, who the First Lady has also given as not only a co-conspirator, a good one, in this conference, but a political advisor again. So she's having several hats. Mrs. Oluremi Hamzat. All of our First Ladies, our Excellencies, especially Mrs. Undubusi Kalu and Mama Jakondi that have joined us here this morning. Thank you very much for coming. The wife of the Speaker, Mrs. Fadila Obasa, members of the State Executive Council that are here this morning, especially our own women, the Secretary to State Government, Mrs. Folashade Jaji, and the Head of Service. Thank you very, very much for being part of this event. Representatives of former Excellencies, Mrs. Dame Fashola, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, and Mrs. Bolani Ambode, thank you very much for gracing the event. Our various political mothers and title holders in our party, from Chief Mrs. Kevin Elthing, the North Southwest Women Leader for APC, to Ms. Okoya Thomas, the State Leader for APC, to the wife of our Chairman as well in Lagos, Mrs. Balogun. Thank you all very much for taking our time to join us this morning. The recipients of today, the first is the posthumous award for our Mama late Mrs. Johnson, but here ably being represented by former Minister Mrs. Mobola Johnson herself. Thank you very much. And Mama Yuandi Bada, also thank you very, very much. At your old age, you still find time to be here this morning. COWLSO organizing members, I can see you in your white and black regalia, and we're wondering the other yellow and black regalia. They will tell us who they are very, very soon. We want to thank all COWLSO members that are listening and are watching virtually. I know you are in your hundreds and your thousands. You are the real champions of today. You have taken out time to be part of this 20th virtual conference. Wherever you are, I think you need to give yourself a standing and a warm applause, even in your house, in your office, in your car, in your market, in your supermarket, in your businesses, anywhere you are, in your children's school, abroad, doing omogo and taking care of your grandchildren, anywhere, any part of the world that you are, you can stand up and you can give yourself a resounding applause. Each and every one of you who can see you here this morning, we appreciate you, we acknowledge you, we greet you, we bring warm greetings, the Lagos warm greetings, the Bangkok warm greetings to each and every one of you. So many of you, so numerous to mention. We can see you. This event is for you, it's about you, and it's what you all stand for. I would have loved to shake each and every one of you, but you know it's virtual. I can only wish you the best. Thank you for gracing and for honoring this event. It's the first, but it's the first innovative one. Some of you are in your car, you are in your shop, you are with your grandchildren. Thank you very, very, very much. They deserve another round of applause. Thank you very much, senior government officials, other participants, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you can see how truly excited and elated I'm here this morning to witness your 20th edition of the National Women's Conference of the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, to celebrate our women and their various contributions to the development of our nation and of our states. Although not all the participants are able to physically attend the conference this year because of the coronavirus pandemic, I must say that I'm just as excited to deliver this goodwill as if all of you are here. Let me also welcome to the high table the representative of Her Excellency. She can come to the high table right away. Of Her Excellency, the wife of Mr. President, Mrs. Aisha Buhari. She's here this morning. Please just give a warm welcome, appreciation in her own right. And former Excellency in Lagos, a former Deputy Governor in our state. She's now the Senior Special Assistant to Mr. President on Sustainable Development. Her Excellency, Mrs. Orelope Adefulure, Adejoke Orelope Adefulure. Thank you very, very much. I know you would have been here much earlier, but the showers of blessing that God has given us this morning. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much. So this morning, I humbly join my very beautiful and lovely and very charming wife, Dr. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu, and wife of my brother, the Deputy Governor, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, who is also, sorry, Oluremi Hamzat. That's how much more I love Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu. Mrs. Oluremi Hamzat, who is also the Vice Chairperson of COWLSO, and their team, and welcoming everybody, including all our virtual participants. I also warmly welcome our dear brother and Aibon, a colleague and someone that I personally respect because of his humility, his meekness, his gentleness, but is quietly turning and changing the positive things that we're seeing in the state of Osun. Very, very quietly doing transformational things, doing things without a lot of noise. One of the very, very unassuming governor that we have in Nigeria today. But we know him as a very silent achiever, and the numerous things that he's doing in Osun, we know it. And today I want to acknowledge publicly and thank Governor Boyega Isiaka Oyitola for gracing this occasion with us and his lovely wife, Her Excellency Mrs. Kafaya Oyitola. I have known him as a strong performer, as a very quiet man, but he gets the job done. He gets it done without a lot of fanfare. I want to thank you, sir, for the things you're doing in your state and you're doing for our party and for our nation. Thank you very much for gracing this occasion. And of course, the wives of some of our governors and heads of government in Lagos State, all of you that have come here this morning to support this event. I want to thank you for all you do, and I want to thank you for what you are doing in Lagos State and for our societies at large. I want to also thank the selfless contribution to the overall well-being of Lagosians. Because at the end of the day, what we're doing, what we're about, is for our citizens, is for Lagosians that do not have a voice. It's for our children, our wards that do not have access to this. So it is really for them that you are doing all of these things, and I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for collaborating with us to ensure that our women remain relevant in the scheme of things, with the apposite knowledge and the training that they need to function optimally. According to a famous feminist author, Dame Mary Child. A woman is a full circle. Within her is the power to create. Within her is the power to nurture. And within her is the power to transform. These powerful words are no doubt a testament to the strength, to the zeal, and importance of women in our life and in our society today. I'm indeed proud to say that COWLSO's annual Women's Conference has had positive impact on all our women, as I see how confident they have become in contributing to the political and social economic growth of our dear state and the nation in general. I'm convinced that this year's conference will be just as productive, especially within the intriguing theme that you have put forward this year, ensuring the possibilities in a new world, exploring the possibilities in a new world. As the world contends with global health challenges, the time has come for us to critically look into ways in which our women can make more impactful contribution to global development. The world is in need of empowered women who are not afraid to pursue their passion and fulfill their potentials. As your patron, I urge you all to immerse yourself in this conference over the next 2 days, so that you can become better equipped to take your place, not only in the state, not only in the nation, but in the entire world. I want you to be inspired by the life of another Nigerian, a woman of substance, Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Okoji-Iweala, who is one of the last 2 contenders for a global position, the Director General of the World Trade Organization. Her nomination and eventual advancement to the final round of selection process should tell you that the global stage is ready for Lagos and Nigerian women. The question is, are you ready to make history by exploring the possibilities in a new world? You have a stake in the prosperity of our society. I hope this conference galvanizes you to take action where necessary in order to fulfill your God-given potential. I'm convinced that you will courageously continue to play your part in the development of our society while doing all you can to improve your life and that of your family. We all know that with the coronavirus pandemic, things will never be the same again, at least for a long time. We all have come together to rebuild what we lost to the pandemic. We have an economy to rebuild, and the input of our women is required now more than ever before. We are aware of your innate ability to proactively respond to change. It has become pertinent for you to explore new possibilities, develop new ideas, and accrue skills needed to make meaningful contribution to our society. Let me assure you, therefore, that we will not relent in respectfully protecting the dignity of our women. We know that our state and country flourish when our women and our children flourishes. You matter to our continued growth and progress. I encourage you to continue to work with us to build a more purposeful and stable society. I have perused the conference agenda, and I'm excited by the lecture topics you have chosen for yourself, ranging from investment opportunity to wealth building for today's women, to digital technology and social media, as well as opportunity and importance in the agri and agro businesses. This will indeed be an outstanding conference. I hope the knowledge and skills you acquire over the next 2 days will spur all of you to influence positive change in your various community and in your spheres of endeavor. As I end this address, I want to particularly congratulate all Their Excellencies. First, Her Excellency Distinguished Senator Mr. Oluremi Tinubu, who, like they said, galvanized and reinitiated this conference about 20 years ago. Thank you very much, ma'am. Her Excellency Dame Emanuela Abibola Fashola, and Her Excellency Mrs. Bolanle Ambode. All of you have received a well-deserved 20th Anniversary Outstanding Achievements Award that has been conferred on you today. I also want to thank you for your selfless service and contribution to the development of our state. I also want to particularly congratulate our mothers, Mama Yewande Bada, and our mother-in-law, Mama Hilda Adefarasi, who have also been honored with special recognition here this morning. Thank you very much. And you can see that your daughters are still remembering you even in your old age. I commend the chairman and members of COWLSO for deeming it fit to celebrate the founder of COWLSO, Her Excellency Mrs. Obafumilayo Johnson, of blessed memory, with a posthumous award at this year's 20th annual conference. I'm sure you can see the caliber of also the person coming in to collect the award on her behalf. Her daughter-in-law, a former Minister for Communication in her own right, and a distinguished tech expert, Mrs. Omobola Johnson. I think she deserves a round of applause. I want to use you to extend felicitation to your husband and to the Johnson family that indeed COWLSO appreciate what Mama and Papa has done for us in Lagos, and their memories will continue to linger long in our lives. Thank you very much, and thank you for holding the flag of that family, even posthumously. Thank you very much. Once again, I also want to welcome and thank His Excellency, my brother, the Governor of Osun State, Governor Gboyega Oyetola, and his wife for honoring us here this morning. I appreciate you for accepting the invitation to be the special guest of honor at this opening ceremony. I also appreciate COWLSO for being proactive as this conference reflects your readiness to think ahead for a post-COVID era where women can explore the possibilities of the new world. As I end, I cannot but be tempted to also acknowledge and thank our teeming youths out there on the end police brutality and EndSARS that we've all witnessed in the last almost a week now. It's a clarion call for we parents. It's a clarion call for we leaders. It's a clarion call for we opinion molders that our children have issued us a new agenda, a new position for us to look at. And I want to humbly request and appeal to our youths that their voices have been heard, that their grievances have been well taken, that their cause is a just and a proper cause, and that their views that we are not listening to, we are listening to them, and we are listening to them very, very well. And like I did mention yesterday and did before yesterday, government now more than ever before will do things differently, positively. And you can all see all the efforts that were started since yesterday, since day before yesterday, and today going forward. And so I want to appeal once again that because of the global pandemic that we've witnessed and we've seen over the last 6-7 months, that the youth should let the effects of a protest go down, and they should let their voice that have been heard, let government play their role and play it well. Businesses have suffered. People are just about now coming back to businesses. It would be unfair for those businesses not to be able to get back on their feet again, because it has a larger social economic effect. I know and I appreciate the challenges that all of you have gone through. I appreciate the unfortunate incident that has happened to some of our youths. But like I said, we've heard you and we've heard you very well. Please let those changes that you've asked for, let it begin to happen. We have made commitment in Lagos State, and other states too have made commitment. Let us see the effect of those changes and those commitments we've given. I want to thank all of you for listening, and I'm hoping that the next 2 days will be a worthwhile conference for COWLSO and for all the participants. Thank you very much and have a good morning.
Mr. Governor. Thank you very much, sir. Well, the governor was making his speech. We had Mrs. Adejoke Orelope Adefudure, representing Mother of the Nation, First Lady of Nigeria, Mrs. Aisha Buhari. If she is watching us, we say Mungo Dema, Muna Kaunanki, Sanudi Zua Mata COWLSO. Mrs. Orelope Adefudure, SSA Sustainable Development Goals. So the nation. Thank you so much for coming. She will tap the award recipient. A round of applause for her, please. The award presentation, finally, for the late Mrs. Obafumilayo Oyemisi Johnson. She will be flanked by the two women leaders in the person of Chief Mrs. Kemi Nelson, the Yeyeshewa of Lagos, and Mrs. Jumoke Okoya Thomas, APC woman leader in Lagos. And to receive the award, as the governor had mentioned, is a daughter-in-law, Dr. Omobola Johnson. You see, we want Mama to know that something is happening today, even in our grave. Please, a resounding applause. Mrs. or always let us add late Mrs. Obafumilayo Johnson was born on the 6th of December, the first child, 1939, the first child of the family of the late John Raymond Ayodele and Georgina Mola Agango Williams. Her parents were staunch Methodists and member of the Wesley Cathedral, Ologo. Obafumilayo was baptized at Wesley Cathedral, Ologo. She started her schooling at CMS Girls School, Broad Street, now known as Lagos Anglican Girls School. She gained admission into Methodist Girls High School, Yaba. Fumilayo was the late youngest of her class, despite being made to repeat Form 1 by her paternal grandmother. After finishing her secondary school, she proceeded to the United Kingdom to further her education. The late Obafumilayo gained admission to Pitman's College, Southampton Road, London, to study stenography. She was awarded the Pitman's Teacher's Diploma in Typewriting and the same year, she obtained a teacher's diploma in shorthand. She was a woman of great determination. Her accolades are innumerable. We would just have it right there as a special recognition and an inspirational Woman Award recipient. Please put it together for the late Dame Obafumilayo Oluyemisi Johnson.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Our Excellency, our mother, the First Lady of Lagos State and the Chairman of COWLSO, to present this Postwoman Award to our mother, our late mother, Mrs. Fumilayo Oluyemisi, in recognition of our selfless service to humanity in Lagos State in particular, and for being the founder of COWLSO at this very event of the 10th anniversary of National Women's Conference, holding today, the 15th of October 2020. The theme of this very important occasion is exploring the possibility in the new world. We pray that our mother will continue to rest in peace, and the light of God perfection will continue to shine on her. Bless. We pray that God also will inspire and uphold and sustain the chairman and members of COWLSO. It is well with COWLSO, it is well with Lagos State, and it is well with Nigeria. Congratulations.
Please don't go yet. We want the governor and the guest governor, Governor Oyetola and Governor Sanwo-Olu, to please come and take pictures with their awardees. So we call all the awardees to please come. Please, we cannot forget the Deputy Governor.
report on how many